this team needs to add more depth pieces on the blue line. And that's going to actually be an interesting challenge this year, like this offseason. Because again, like I think me and you were both just doing the same thing. You're scrolling through Cap Friendly, looking at who the free agent D-men are. And it's like, okay, like, you know, Mark Pysyk, Luke Shen, Connor Clifton, Troy Stetcher, Nick Holden. These are all guys who I think would make like interesting sevens, but they're not guys who are in all likelihood going to sign here if you're like, hey, assignment 1 for you is Bakersfield.
It's funny you mentioned those guys, and 2 of 3 or whatever were Edmonton area players.
I would love like
maybe because Mark Pysyk got a bad injury this year. He didn't play.
He signed in Detroit and tore his ACL before the season started.
Yeah, so I think he was a player last year we kind of talked about as being like a depth piece.
I'd love him.
Did score a hat trick once as a right winger in the NHL for Florida.
Versatile is what he is. I think Mark Pysyk would be a really intriguing fit. His analytics are always really, really solid. And if he's a guy who's like, again, I need to rebuild my career a little bit, let me come into camp, sign me for 1 year, $1 million.
PTO.
Hashtag PTO, everyone. We're not there yet. That's for the summer shows, Liam. A PTO candidate of the day. Don't tempt me with a good time. What did Ken Holland called the Stanley Cup party machine? I call PTO season a party machine. That's what I'm all about. I think Mark Pysyk would be an interesting fit lower on that depth chart. Sherwood Park boy, correct. Former Edmonton Oil King. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they'll need to do a good job, and hopefully this is something Steve Staios is good at if he's going to be around with the organization for the summer, is like identifying some guys. He's got a good scouting background who you can bring in here because you need to get a better layer of depth. They got fortunate this year. Everyone played.
Yeah, they did. They really, really did. Like obviously Evander Kane missed time, but
on the blue line, everyone
was good. Yeah,
and even up front, like you missed Kane. McDavid Draisaitl knew time and played. You didn't deal with something. Kane is substantial, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Would Mark Pysyk fall under that contract range we spoke about with Frank? Because we only really spoke about forwards that could do it. I wonder if he could because of his long-term injury. But he's played a long time.
My counter argument, like a guy like Connor Brown or a Max Pacioretty, there's a chance they come in, pop off for 30 goals, and it's like a tangible, like, damn, they did good.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to bonus a guy like Mark Pysyk. He should be eyeing up a contract.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
Fighting Amish. Didn't Pysyk score a hat trick against us once? It wasn't against us. I think it was against like Dallas or something. He was with the Panthers. They put him up on right wing for a game because they were banged up, and he scored a hattie. It was sick.
I'll look it up.
What a moment.
I've met Mark Pysyk once. Great guy. Very nice man. It was against I don't know, comeback victory. It doesn't say.
Okay, well. Pysyk scored. He scores a decent amount for a defenseman. Anyways, I like the idea of Mark Pysyk as a piece. Ryan Sharp. I've wanted Pysyk for the last 5 years. So have I, man.
It was against Toronto.
Oh,
that's funny.